Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dissect the financial jargon so you don't have to. And in this report, we get to peek behind the curtain of Village Supermarket Incorporated, a really interesting grocery chain that's part of a much bigger cooperative before we dive into the juicy details, if you love getting these unfiltered looks. Into corporate filings, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you want to connect with other finance enthusiasts or just ask me tougher questions, check out our Discord community, link down in the description. Alright, let's get right into it. Village Supermarket Incorporated, like many companies, has submitted its annual report. And this report gives us a detailed look at their operations over the past year ending the 26th of July 2025. First off, let's talk about sales. And this is where the rubber meets the road for any business. Village Supermarket brought in a whopping $2.3 billion last year compared to $2.2 billion. The year before that's a pretty solid jump and a sign that more shoppers are picking up their groceries at Village run stores. But sales are only half the story. What really matters is what's left after all the costs, and that's net income. And here Village Supermarket did quite well. They reported a net income of almost $56.4 million, a nice increase from the $50.5 million they made. Just a year ago, this means the company is getting better at turning those sales into actual profit for its shareholders. Now for the shareholders, and this is per S hair stuff. Imagine the company's profit divided up amongst all its shares for the class of common stockholders. Your share of the profit, the basic earnings. Per S hair came in at $4.24. This is up from $3.78 the previous year. So things are definitely looking up for these investors. But let's look closer at how they achieve that profit. The cost of sales, which is basically what they pay for all the groceries and everything they sell, was 71.43% of sales. This means for every dollar of sales, they spent about 71 cents on the product itself. This is a really critical number in the grocery business because margins are notoriously thin. Then you have operating and administrative expenses, all the costs of running the stores like employee wages, rent, utilities, and advertising. This clocked in at 23.92% of sales, a slight improvement from the previous year, which is great because it means they are controlling those costs better. Now, not everything in these reports is a glowing endorsement. Sometimes companies have to take hits one line item. That's interesting is impairment of assets, which was $1.46 million last year. This often means they had to write down the value of some assets, perhaps due to closures or underperforming locations. It is a reminder that not every store or venture is a winner. When you look at the balance sheet under property, equipment, and fixtures, you see them reporting over $322 million for all their physical assets like buildings and store equipment. This is a significant chunk of their total assets, showing how much they invest in their physical store presence. On the other side of that balance sheet, you have liabilities, and here the company has $308 million in long-term debt. This is a considerable amount, and while many companies use debt to grow, it's always something to watch. It means they owe a lot of money that needs to be paid back over time. Looking at the statement of operations, you can really see the push and pull of the business. Sales are up, revenue is up, but as we discussed, costs are also a big factor, especially the cost of goods sold. And operating expenses, the ability to manage these costs while getting more sales, is key to their profitability. The Class B shareholders also saw a rise in their per S hair earnings, going from $2.46 to $2.75. This shows a good performance story for both classes of stock. Now here is where things get a little more unique. Village Supermarket is a major member of Wake Food Corporation, which is a huge grocery cooperative. Think of it like a club where grocery stores band together to get better prices and share resources. Village has a significant investment in Wake Moats receivable from them, totaling over $111 million. This close relationship provides some significant advantages like economies of scale, but also ties their fortunes closely to Wakefin. A big part of their strategy is leasing rather than owning most of their store locations. They lease 28 retail stores, which means they have a lot of flexibility to expand or contract their footprint. Based on market conditions, it's a common strategy in retail, but it also means significant ongoing lease obligations. This report also reveals some significant legal drama. Village Supermarket is in a legal battle with Wakefin itself. The company filed a lawsuit to block Wakefin from acquiring another supermarket chain, Morton. Williams Supermarkets claiming it violates Wakefin's own rules and puts Village at a disadvantage. This law suit is ongoing and highlights the complex relationships within the cooperative structure. It's a really interesting conflict to watch unfold. Overall, Village Supermarket Inc. Shows a company that's growing its sales and profits thanks in large part to its membership in the powerful Wakefern Cooperative. They are effectively managing their store operations and controlling costs, which is crucial in the grocery industry. The debt is there, but it seems manageable given their profits and credit facilities. Their biggest risk right now seems to be this ongoing legal dispute with Wakefern, which could have significant implications for their future operations and relationship with the cooperative. What do you all think about this legal battle and Village Supermarket's financial performance? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you found this deep dive valuable. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more of our corporate investigations. Thanks for watching, Corpo. Rate Dakota and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and remember to join our Discord community to keep the conversation going.